Here we go. We're looking into the month of September 2023. I'm going to be looking at a bit of numerology, a bit of astrology, giving you my take on the energy that is going to be coming in for the month of September, what to expect, and how you can work with this energy for your manifestation and transformational journey. So we have in September a universal month number 7. And this also is a 16-7, which is a karmic debt number. And whenever I cover a karmic debt number for a universal month number, it's not really a prominent energy to really be aware of. It's more something just in the back of your mind. If it comes up for you and if it resonates with you, then you can work with it to your advantage. The 16 is the fall of the ego. It is the cycle of death and rebirth. So sometimes we may really fight the urge for transformation. We may really push back on wanting to do our deeper work or even struggling with our ego. So the 16 really does give us a moment to address what we need to change within ourselves, to let go of what we're fighting, maybe even, again, avoiding our inner work or observing how our ego is playing into our day-to-day, playing into how we are interacting with others, with life, how it is playing out with how we are feeling about ourselves, about life and relationships. It could be a good aspect within to observe and see how that might be playing out for you. But primarily, we have the universal month number 7 in effect this month. Now, September being a month 9, it does signify a time of endings. We do have a time for wrapping up cycles. With the 7 frequency, the universal month number 7. 7 is the most spiritual number of all. We also have a universal year 7. So we have double 7 frequencies with that 9. And so this is a great time to do some inner work, to go into your depths, to discover the truth that lies beneath the surface. It's going to be a very magical and spiritual month to do some of that work, to do some of your own inner work. So as far as what else is going on in the month of September, we have Venus going direct on the 3rd, and that is going to allow for some movement to happen, maybe with relationships, possibly with career as well, as Venus does rule love and luxuries and beauty and pleasures in life, so that things might change for you depending on where Venus resides in your chart. You may want to look into that, but generally there could be a shift in energy around that time. We are also in Virgo season for the majority of September. So the Mercury retrograde in Virgo could be very strong for some of you. I have been noticing it myself lately, starting to kick in. Mercury is Virgo's ruling planet. And this does rule communication. So anything on the technology standpoint, even mentally, there could be a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, overthinking, feeling a lot of pressure within the mind. It's a great time to observe the mind and to try to find a place of calmness and stillness within, and try not to get anxious or overburdened by the thoughts or things not working. Technology for myself has definitely been on the fritz. So this may resonate with you. If that is resonating with you, then just be patient through this. It is very temporary, of course. And retrogrades always teach us more about ourselves, maybe how to deal with patience, maybe how to find a state of calm rather than succumbing to these little issues that show up in our lives. Sometimes we make these little issues out to be big issues and then it ruins our day completely. But this is all about self-awareness and being aware of our actions, our thoughts, and how we can move through these times with calmness and awareness. On the 14th of September, we have the new moon in Virgo, which is a great time to set new intentions. I will be creating a separate video for that. And then on the 15th, Mercury will be going direct. So this is going to lift some of the confusion, some of the mental activity, and maybe some of the technical issues that you may have been facing. On September 22nd, we have the sun entering Libra. The energy is going to change into balance and harmony and peace within. Also could be a good time maybe for relationships. As we do have Venus going back direct in September, there could be a really nice tone in the later portion of the month to do with relationships. Love relationships, partnerships, friendships, the balance with relationships and the balance within self. And then ending the month off on September 29th, we have the full moon in Aries. And this is going to be a fiery full moon. I will be recording a separate video for that as well, so do keep an eye open for it. But this month in September is going to be, I feel, given the numerology and given some of the aspects that we have to work with from an astrology standpoint, a really great time to do some inner work, especially with the 9 frequency of the month of September. The 9 and the 7, and then the universal year 7 as well. We do have a really great opportunity to go inward, to do some inner work, to venture into the great mysteries of life, to do some spiritual work, maybe even our own clearing, shadow work, healing work, anything to cut old ties to prepare for a new cycle. So we have a little bit of conflicting energy between the month numbers and the zodiac calendar. So when we typically go into fall, which will be October, we are entering the underworld. We are preparing to slowly go into the underworld. The energy definitely is shifting us towards an introspective and inner journey. In numerology, because we're in a month 9 in September, this is the time of endings. This is the time where we can go inward and see what needs to conclude, what needs to be resolved, what can we let go of, what needs to heal, where can we restore ourselves into a place of alignment and calmness and balance within as we move into Libra season. So when we move into October, it is a month 1 and it is going to be a universal month 8. So completely different energies coming into play in October. And in October, with the 10th month, it is a 1, and 1 signifies new beginnings. And with the 8 frequency, it's going to be a very, very powerful time to create. So that is just in your back pocket for what's coming up and how to work with these in a way of transitional progression. So looking at the greater timeline of how we can prepare for what's coming ahead and what is serving us in the month of September for our transformational journey. As I mentioned, in September, it's a great time to go inward. It's a great time to research, to study, to go into your own spiritual practice, to search for the greater mysteries of life. And again, if there's anything that needs to be healed, to be discovered within, and to be let go of, September is going to be a really great time to do that. All right, so I'm wishing you all the best during this time and beyond, and do keep an eye out for the new and full moon videos, as I will offer guidance for you to work with those lunar phases for your manifestation and transformational journey. I'm wishing you all the best, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.